Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Marcus. I'm here with Pastor Jerry of Disciple City Church, my pastor. This is the man that disciples me, and we are doing some Q&A and some bonus footage. And so, we had some questions come in from social media, and so we're going to address them. And this one is kind of a question, it's kind of a statement, but it's basically just asking what can they do. So here we go. This person said race/racism in the church. So what about that? Race and racism within the church. And then you have the types of worship, you have types of outreach. What can we do better as the church?
Yeah.
And so first addressing race or racism within the church, and then what can we do better within the church to improve upon those things?
First, I would say, man, race is a man-made construct. You know, we wouldn't have these categories of race if it wasn't constructed here in America.
Mm-hmm.
Ethnicity, the Bible talks about that.
Yeah.
But when we begin to divide up race, I think is an issue in the church. And so what we want to do is to make sure that we celebrate ethnicity. What we want to do is make sure that we have ethnicity in positions of leadership, position of voice, so that we can allow them to shape other areas of our church. The problem is we don't do that, you know, because they don't fit within the context of our bill. And when you don't have people who represent the very change that you're looking at, you will never move towards the representation that you need, right? And so that's what I would say about racism. Jesus tore down the wall of hostility. I think we didn't say that between Jew and Gentile. He didn't deny that there was Jews or Gentile. He just said that because of his blood, they both became one. And because they became one, peace was upon them. And the reason why we keep seeing racism pop up in our church is because we keep building up the walls that Jesus Christ tore down. Woo. So that's that. So that's what I would say in race and racism, man. Stand on the foundation, put people of different ethnicity and gender in the right position, and you will have the type of representation that shows off the kingdom of God.
Man, so I think you better answer both parts of the question right there.
Well, they talk about worship as well.
Yeah. So what can we do better, including worship, outreaches, whatever?
Yeah.
You've already addressed leadership. I know would be my first thing.
True.
But yeah, what other things?
Yeah, it goes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you can't force someone who is CCM to sing gospel music if you don't have no one who has gospel music experience on the stage.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a disaster.
You're trying to force people to do something that they are not capable of. Now, what will happen is once you put representation on the stage, those people who are sitting in pews, they will come on stage because they see themselves. Even if you try to sing gospel songs and you fail miserably at it, the person in the stage will get up and be like, hey, that was terrible, but let me help you.
Yeah.
Because they're being thought about. So if you're going to have that, once again, you need representation.
Yeah.
You need those brothers and sisters who are walking in those different aspects of worship. Secondly, as it relates to the neighborhood, you got to find people of peace, right? Like one of the things they said about Brother George Floyd was he was a person of peace.
Yeah.
He was the one going to the hood, bringing the hood to the church.
Yeah.
And so if you want to see real outreach, find the influential leaders in the community, people of peace, and you begin to pour into them, friend them, and then you will see the level of outreach that represents your neighborhood in your city.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah, you said what I was going to say. Leadership, representation. These are the things that you have to see, because if you don't see it, you can't be it. Yep. It's just the reality of it. And so, racism is definitely and has been, especially within the confines of America, present within the church. Due church history, you can look at Black church history. You can see things I've said in many videos before, the slave Bible, just different things like that, where it was illegal, literally against the law, for a Black person to sit in a church with a white person, literally illegal. And so when you have that bedrock, when you have that foundation of church within a country, then that raises up, you have offsprings of that, which may not be racism, but it is prejudice. And so we are trying, so what we have to do as a church, as Jerry said, is literally directly be intentional about how we are engaging with one another, how we are engaging with our community, in order so that we can be able to conquer the sin of racism that is still present, and that we are trying to address within America. And so, you said it perfect.
I don't know.